857 Music Podcast.
For those who are tuning in for the first time, tuning in, listening to us for the first time, this is the 857 Music Podcast.
That's right. Fails.
Where we discuss music-related news and events and any kind of shenanigans we feel like talking about.
Music.
Mostly hip-hop.
Music.
Yes. Stream us on iTunes, Stitcher, and all those other streaming services that you can find us on.
You got them all?
Yeah, no. They can look in the description later, absolutely.
At least you know them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you're listening for the first time, we are your hosts, Kevin, a.k.c. Turbo.
Jason, a.k.c. y.k.c, a.k.a. DJ Innovate.
Al, a.k.a. Al G.
Eric, a.k.a. 23rd Stallion. That's the fastest intro I've ever seen.
You like that,
That's
right?
pretty good.
All right, that's it. We're done.
I
I was pretty smooth. We're
over.
getting the hang of it.
Just like
There we
that.
go.
We're just going to record a good one and then just use it every time.
No. It took almost 40 episodes.
There's
but
no good one.
I do want to mention, I wanted to try this out, actually. I wanted to mention, if you guys out there subscribe to our YouTube channel, that's the official 857 Music channel.
Yeah.
And we have 1,000 subscribers. Kevin.
Once
over
we
there.
get 1,000, yeah.
Yeah.
I take a pie to the face.
He takes a pie to the face.
I'm a subscriber. Are you a subscriber?
Yes, sir.
I subscribe.
I am a subscriber, yes.
I enjoy
So,
it.
yeah.
I enjoy it.
I might get other YouTube accounts and just keep subscribing, just so we can make it happen.
Well, that
if we're
doesn't
like
count.
maybe 3 away, I'll do
Well,
it on the low.
You know,
Won't tell
we're
nobody.
close. We're close. We're not that far.
We're very close.
Yeah, so get ready, Kev.
It's gonna happen.
I can't wait. I can't wait. It has to be an edible pie.
Whatever.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
You guys out there, tell us what you think.
All right. So what do we have for news for the people today?
Let's see.
Not a damn thing.
No.
No, that's news. That's news.
No. Nicki Minaj.
What's the problem?
No, she had a problem with Kanye's lyrics in
That's fine.
Gold Digger.
That's fine.
You know,
Oh, really?
they blew it out of proportion. She wasn't really trying to slam him. She just says she doesn't like what it says about, I think, young women
Gold diggers?
who are black. When a guy gets rich, black dude gets rich, and he goes for a woman that's different, of a different race than the black woman. So
He didn't say all that.
Yeah, he did.
He didn't say all
when
that.
they get on, they'll leave your ass for a white girl.
Yeah, I mean,
She just dipped a little too hard into something that was like released years ago.
no, he did say that.
Yeah, he did. No, he said it, but it's like, come on.
That's what happens, though.
She needs to focus on her plastic surgery.
Also, Eminem dropped campaign speech. Yes.
Yeah. Is he running for president?
You could listen to it right now if you want
Is he running for president?
Campaign speech is.
That's the name of it.
Did you hear it?
Yeah, I heard
No,
it.
but I know it's 8 minutes.
It's 7 minutes. I heard it.
Holy shit!
He said 7 minutes.
It's not a song. It's not a song.
7
It's a
minutes.
weird. It's a weird thing.
Spoken word?
It's kind of like that because it's not really on a beat. It's on like sounds.
Oh.
Sounds.
sounds.
But no, it's a weird thing. So it's a lot of wordplay, and it's Eminem being the greatest rapper of all time. But it is not something you're gonna dance to or listen to like that.
It's
Right.
just one of those.
He just put it out like he couldn't stop
Makes you think.
throwing up words.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
So just released that. Is he coming out with an album or is it just?
He did announce that he's coming out with an album, but he's putting this out just to
That's exciting.
shut people up.
That's exciting.
But it's not a song though.
I know
That's
he likes
exciting.
he
That's
likes
exciting.
watching CNN, so.
No, he said
He
a
does.
lot of foul. Ooh, it's crazy. It's
shit,
crazy. But he blacked the fuck out.
Really?
He blacked out the whole way. Yeah, it was crazy. But like I said, you're not gonna listen to it more than once or twice, maybe, unless he did display massive amounts of talent, but it's not a song.
Right.
But that's news. Eminem news is always good news.
Yeah. I can't wait to hear the
Interesting.
album when
As
it
long as he's
drops.
still making shit, that's all. I
Interesting
care about.
promotional tactic
But he's
there. That's
so
pretty good.
he's so old now.
How old is he now?
He's in his 40s. But that's no
He's gotta
problem.
be
That's
like
no problem.
44.
The brain still works. I just wish everyone accepted people older. Because Big Daddy Kane, man.
Big Daddy Kane is the shit,
He
man.
be putting out some
I love
hotness.
Big Daddy Kane,
Yeah,
man.
He be putting out the work.
He's the shit. Does he have a new album?
Jay-Z,
There's no album. He should have a new album. He can still do it.
There's no album.
Didn't
But-
Big
Nah,
Daddy
they
Kane
do.
take Jay-Z under his wing?
Yeah, a long time ago.
Wow.
Wow. He did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He put him on first.
Yep.
Really?
Like the first freestyle he did on TV, he was his boy.
Yeah, you gotta,
really?
you
That's
gotta
crazy.
start somewhere, man.
You can look at it on YouTube.
Big Daddy Kane.
See, also more news. Chuck Berry.
Nah, man, we're done.
No. Chuck Berry is releasing an album, the first album in 38 years. He's
Chuck
like 90.
Berry.
God damn.
Grandfather of rock and roll.
I know that name. I took a music class in like 7th grade, and I remember him talking about Chuck Berry.
Yeah. Chuck Berry. Is that the guy from Back to the Future?
Damn.
No, what's that guy's name? What was his name? Was it Chuck Berry? Wasn't that a Chuck Berry song?
Grandfather of rock and roll.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Berry.
I might be wrong, but I
I think he's 90. I think he's 90 years old now. That's crazy.
One of Prince's biggest musical influences.
Yeah.
Chuck Berry. Wow. I learned that the other day.
He outlived Prince. That's crazy.
Speaking of old musicians, the lady who did what you call Hey Mickey or something like that, what you call it?
Yes.
She got a video up, and she is like 72 or 73 now.
Damn.
And she has a video.
And she has a video of her dancing in front of her students, like her, so she's a dance teacher or whatever. She was killing it.
Really?
She
In the
was
70s?
murdering. No, at 70.
I have to confess.
She
Old,
is 70.
yes.
Oh, wow.
And she was killing it.
That's insane.
Better than anyone you've seen.
Yo, when I was a kid,
Yeah.
I had a crush on her in that video, man. I remember
And she was
had the
old
cheerleader
then.
outfit.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I didn't
She
know.
might have been
any
like
better,
30 then.
Yeah.
But she is, that's ridiculous.
So that's
I
why
had a
you
crush
had.
on her there. I was like,
That's
oh,
why you had a cheerleader outfit in your room that one time.
Shut up! Don't talk about that.
It's crazy.
But yeah,
No,
I seen it on Facebook the other day. It was crazy.
73, still doing
Yeah.
dances.
God bless,
sick.
man.
If only I could even get up at that age. I would just like to stand up.
Damn.
Well, let's see.
I know-
Things are crazy now. So
I know we've been kind of delaying it because nobody here really wants to talk about it.
No.
nah,
But,
we're done.
no.
All right,
Yeah.
So I hope you guys love this.
I don't want.
We're just going
podcast.
to talk about the
Yeah.
news today. That's
Yeah.
it. We're
Yeah,
just
what
gonna
else
talk
have you
about the
heard?
news.
We're just coming up with different news topics, so we don't have to talk about why you guys are really listening.
We got to get into it. The
All right, so
2000s.
there's more hip hop news.
The 2000s.
No.
Yeah.
The 2000s.
There's an award show.
16 BET Hip Hop Awards hosted by DJ Khaled.
Everything with that.
Did you say
wrong.
Cali?
Khaled.
Khaled?
Khaled.
DJ Khaled Green.
Did you say Cali? Wow.
You say Cali,
DJ
like
Cali
C-A-L-I.
Cali, like California? No.
Like Khaled. I
No.
don't say the D.
DJ
DJ
going-
Khaled.
DJ going back to Khaled.
Jesus.
Seriously. So you guys want to start with that?
All right, so it started with Gucci, all right?
The opening
Started with
performance.
Gucci Mane. With some black and white performance. He was in a fur coat. There was smoke on the floor.
That fur coat, though, man.
Yeah, you got to be hot on
That
stage
fur
with
coat.
He lost weight. I give him props
Yeah,
on his
jail,
he
man.
did lose
Lost a lot of
weight.
weight.
He
Give him
bulked
props
up.
on
He
his weight.
bulked up in jail.
From getting
What
his
up?
butthole stretched in jail.
Yeah. So he had he had full background vocals, and I don't know how I feel about full on background vocals.
I
like the
hate-
whole thing.
It's
like,
disgraceful. in my
and the
opinion.
thing is, they didn't sound like it.
No.
it sounded like two people were
it's
rapping.
disgraceful. Is what it is.
Like,
At
it's
least-
not going to sound like your voice at all. Don't
At
have it.
least
full-on
lip
song.
sync, man.
Right.
Yeah,
Lip sync.
vocoder was in full effect.
Oh, God.
It was terrible, and it seemed to take forever. I don't know how many songs he did. People were just probably happy to see him out of jail. I don't know if that was the first performance on TV since, but
Or in general.
I didn't even know who it was.
I didn't know till you
yeah.
But
told me.
Gucci.
The fact is, I didn't know.
I
who,
knew it was.
I didn't know who many of these people on stage were. The show.
I
Man.
still don't, to be honest.
Neither did Lil Wayne at like a recent show. People asked him what he thought of like Lil Yachty's like, and a whole bunch of people. He's like, I don't know who you just said right now. He's like, for real. He's like, I don't know who that was.
Then they had Travis Scott, Young Thug, and Quavo. So they had. I mean, Pick Up the Phone. I do like that song, and I like the beat, but the lyrics, who cares? But apparently they don't really care about it either. But the camera effect on the screen looked like it was 3D, and you had no 3D glasses. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't like that.
Was that
at
the
all.
song Heavy Vocoder?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah. All right. Enough of that.
I gotta say though, we said this before we started recording. This was an award show for ignorant rap music.
Yeah.
Basically,
That's,
basically
I don't know.
ignorant rap.
No, it wasn't any rap music. It
was ignorant
Yeah,
rap.
it was ignorant. There was absolutely no
The
rap
live
music.
performances
Yeah.
mostly were.
Except
so,
for upset T.I.
Nah, we'll go. We'll get to
T.I.,
them. We'll get to
definitely.
other stuff. There was other things that weren't, but for the primary 60 to 70% of the show was for ignorant rappers.
that was
Yeah.
tough. That
Or
was tough
ignorant
to
rap fans, I should say.
Yeah.
So, DJ Khaled, speaking of ignorant, he was the host of the show, and that was it. That was all I saw.
You know what though?
After he came out, I turned it off.
I gotta
Good
say,
show for what it was.
Do you guys think he did a good job as a host?
Yeah.
As a host,
I think
I
it
can
was
say
good.
yes. I have no qualms with him as a host.
Okay, I did have a qualm with him, and I'm going to get to that.
Oh wait, what was
We're
it?
going to get to it, but
no.
but
No, we're gonna
him
get to it.
Him hosting, he was annoying as. Who was the lady who came out when he first came out. Who was
she
that
got
lady?
mad ratchet.
Oh, yeah,
She got mad ratchet.
Yes.
Who was that
Talking about
lady?
sleeping. What the?
Oh,
That was somebody's mama, and she was getting crazy. Like she could sing, she could blow, but I don't know what.
Someone's mama went nuts.
There was a lot of
Got
energy.
ratchet ass mama.
There's a lot of energy in that grandma.
Wow.
That
Calm down, ratchet grandma.
gangster grandma.
Gangsta Grandma. That's hilarious.
But nah, I should have found out her name. But she had talent, but I don't know, man. That she came out of nowhere.
I just didn't
She took him
know.
to church.
I just didn't know what
Literally.
was happening
Choir?
the entire time.
Yeah,
Like
it's DJ
the
Khaled.
way it started, I don't know what's going on.
You know what? It was almost like you were on LSD or some kind of drugs or some shit. Where
Yeah.
you're just
Yeah,
like,
you were on
whoa,
BET.
what the fuck?
You're on BET. That's
You're
what
on
that
BET.
drug's called.
It's that new shit.
You're walking.
That
So-
BET.
So they got to the first actual award on this award show, which you'd forget it was an award show. You just think it was a stage performance.
Yeah.
And that's it.
I look like
Right.
a train wreck to me.
So they had Lyricist of the Year was the first one, and the nominees were Chance the Rapper, Drake, J. Cole, Kanye West, Kendrick Lamar. Now, please explain to me why. This seemed like a default list for
It
whenever
seemed
you
like a
talk about a
default
list.
lyricist, you
Right,
just
yeah.
have to
Wait,
name these
lyricist
people.
of the year.
Lyricist of the Year.
Why isn't Drake's ghostwriter on there?
Yeah, exactly. Why is he
That-
on there? Because he shouldn't be
Because it would
considered a
just
lyricist.
be blank. That's
That'll be another person. It'll be another person.
a guy with a
But-
mask.
Kanye, they call Kanye a lyricist of the year.
yeah, he has ghostwriters too.
Yeah.
It's like he came out with Life of Pablo, right? That was his release.
Well,
of
you
the
have
year.
to nominate
Yeah.
other people. When you say lyricists, there isn't many lyricists left.
No, they are.
You have to.
No, there are many that they just don't name. Who blow them all out the frame.
Oh yeah,
basically.
of course, but they're not
They
there.
don't. They don't put them in the public eye.
No,
so
not at
even
all.
people who were on the show were by far better lyricists than half the people they named.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
And they're
Chance
like,
the Rapper, I mean, he's an oddball, but at least he raps. I give
Yeah.
him that. In his songs, at least it sounds like church music, but at least he raps
Right.
in all of his songs. Even though he
Right.
does like sing-songy stuff too, but he's not draking it out, doing some R&B. So at least he does that. And J. Cole, enough respect to J. Cole, but this year,
Yeah.
maybe the album was lyrical, but the stuff he put out doesn't qualify him for lyricist of the year. I'm talking about like what, banging some chick or whatever the first time. Like that's lyricist of the year. That's the low point that we're at.
Yeah, I mean, what else do you have?
there's nothing to pick from.
What do you
every
have?
time-
What do you have to choose
Apparently.
from? What else
Every
is
time
there?
you mention lyricist, oh, J. Cole's in that. Nas is in that. Like everybody, you just name names. It's not like they came out with stuff that
Stuff that
requires
was lyrical, yeah.
So you know they had the talent. So you gonna name them every year. How long has it
That's
been?
true.
They have a default list that they use.
Yeah, this is nonsense.
It's a
To
default
me,
list.
but Kendrick Lamar wins
Yeah.
by default.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you didn't
Well,
need
yeah.
anyone else
You
in the
think,
list.
You think lyricist, you think Kendrick Lamar, but it's
Right.
like, all right, but what did he really?
You know, off that album though, it was a
Yeah,
little crazy.
yeah.
But lyricist, it was talent.
It was,
nonetheless.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
It's like, let's give someone talented the award before someone blows this place up.
Come on, Kanye should have got.
But at least
No, stop it, please.
at least they got that right though.
Yeah, they, by default.
Yeah,
At
yeah,
least
they
by
got that right.
default, they got that right because there's no one else you're gonna choose.
How pissed would you be if if Kanye won that shit?
I wouldn't have made it. I would have
I
made
would
it.
this is
I could tear
how-
this shit off.
This is
Yeah.
how it did in the panels. Like they said lyricist of the year, Kendrick Lamar. Who else can we mention in this? Like, what other names can we
Give me
put
another
in?
name.
Oh, was
fuck
Jay-Z
it.
a nominee?
Give him the award.
Okay, good.
You only had that
wanna
one
make
song.
sure.
I got the
Okay.
keys.
That's what I'm like. Like, he didn't put an album. He came in at a guest verse.
No.
Jay-Z.
Oh.
No, he's not in.
Yeah.
Fuck it, you throw him in anyway. Who gives
Just
a
throw
shit?
him in.
Who gives a shit?
Ain't nobody. It doesn't matter.
It's a mockery. at this
One of the only bright parts of this show was the ciphers that
ciphers.
they
I
had.
like the
The
site.
BET ciphers. People
Yeah.
always tune into this to see that stuff. So people usually just go online and see it. It's
There
not a
was
big
some
deal.
fun. I wish I
enjoyed
knew
it.
all the guys' names. There was some funny ones.
I got a lot.
Yeah.
So,
with the bad editing.
so the
Shit's
first
awesome.
one.
Yeah.
So the first one was the Philly cipher.
Yeah.
How now? You tell me this. Why is Philly representing New York better than anyone in the planet right now?
Because it's Philly.
It's
But they've always like how are you going to go to Philly for New York rap and not even New York for New York rap? It's crazy.
It's just
They
evolution.
rap the most like a New Yorker would have, and they represented very well. But they had Petey Crack. Like basically, this was all like a Rockefeller.
Yeah.
It
reunion.
looked like it, yeah.
like
Yeah.
kind of like a state property reunion.
Beanie Siegel lost weight.
Petey Crack.
So
is
I didn't
shit.
get to them yet. Just jumping all around.
I know, sorry.
That was a big surprise. So Neef Buck, I don't know who that is. Emilio Sparks, I remember him in this like crew they had, this group. But then Freeway, who
Right.
you know, everyone
Jay
knows
was
Freeway.
screaming like a girl when he came out. He was like, "Ah, Freeway,
You
Freeways-
love this horrible fake thing. And I did not.
Freeway's cipher verse was better than his usual flow.
No, he
Right.
raps like that normally.
Really?
Yes, he didn't rap. He always rapped like that for Jay Z.
Beat him around. Like, you know,
That was for Jay Z. That
He was
the
right.
thing.
He was doing something weird also
He did.
with his flow.
He started doing it a
yeah,
little.
towards like the mid towards.
But
the end
usually
and
when he
so forth.
raps, like his freestyle stuff sounds like that, normal.
Right.
And then he started throwing the words in late again. But then Beanie Siegel came out, like, and like people don't understand what happened to him, and people are like, oh, he sounds like shit. So he got shot, right? He should have been dead. Like he lost a lung. He has one lung, and he lost mad weight. So like he shouldn't even be rapping anymore. But he still continues to
For
rap.
someone who has
with one lung,
one fucking lung.
so he's not in the best
damn-
health
yeah.
to be doing
It's
this
a
shit. He
damn
came
good
out and
job.
still killed it.
Didn't he have a fight backstage or something? Someone knocked him out.
What? That was a long time ago.
No, it
something
wasn't that
different.
long ago.
That was different. That's
Really?
another. That was with his beef with the other thing we talked about the other time.
Yeah,
But one lung.
Isn't it
One
fucked up
lung.
that he said that shit with a smile?
Yeah, I know. You just want to see people down.
He said, he got beat up. He got knocked
the fuck out.
He looked so happy.
No,
Damn,
I'm
man.
not. No, it's not funny. He got knocked out. But I'm saying like
Yes,
that. Maybe
he
that
did.
contributed to the
went-
fact that
That
his
had
lung
nothing
getting
to do with
shot.
his lung.
Like,
No.
Okay.
Had nothing to do with his lung.
That's damn.
That's
Had to do with his face.
some vile shit right there.
They tore it up, and it was pretty crazy. I give him a lot of respect for that.
Wow, that was good.
Yeah. So
Because
then
they
they had
actually rapped.
this other dude. Speaking of rapping, this other dude came out after them. Right? There's a live performance. I don't know who it was. So he sounded like Designer. He sounded like old Designer before Designer sounded like Future. Before he
Old
sounded like
designer before you
Old
sound like
yeah,
What a
like,
sentence.
like
what a sentence.
Yeah, this shit is funny.
like Designer only has 2 songs out, but he had songs before. So if you go on YouTube and listen to him, he didn't really sound like Future. He sounded more lively, and you can probably almost understand what he's saying, right?
Right.
But this dude came out sounding like old Designer.
Old design.
Yeah. So if you ever listen to him, I don't know who it was though. I think Tron or something. I don't remember the name.
Tron.
I don't know
Tron.
the name. It's probably wrong, but
Let's call him Tron. That'd be
but
fun.
full vocal backgrounds again, and the stage is all turned up, all these people dancing and stuff, and he wasn't doing nothing. I was like, wow, they really put in a lot of work for this guy. So there's a lot of energy. I give him that, but trash lyrics, and I don't even know what it. I can't anymore. Then they had,
He said, I can't anymore.
I wonder if it was a Little Yachty. Was the guy with red hair?
we're
No,
getting
no.
up to them.
Just making
Kev,
sure.
Kev, you keep.
You said you didn't know the
Talking
guy's
early.
name, so it could have been Little Yachty.
I think you just
No.
love that name. You love that name.
So next up was Day Day, Lil Yachty.
Ah, there he goes.
And Big Baby Dram or Drum.
Damn, I don't know
Whatever.
any of these motherfuckers.
The guy who came on the stage with a dog with the dreads and was happy as all
Red
hell.
was it
Yeah,
Red
yeah.
Dreads?
No.
No.
Lil Yachty had red
He was
dreads.
wearing green. I called him the Riddler.
That doesn't
So
help
the
me.
worst performance of the night so far, and probably of the night, goes to Lil Yachty.
Little Yachty.
That was
Yeah,
garbage.
Wait, I don't know if.
The song that he came out to before the other guy even came out. Yeah, something's something all my life. I got live. That was the worst, and
That-
still is the worst song
Yeah.
out.
That
and
is-
that doesn't count for rap.
That doesn't. That sounds like a playground, like some like
a lullaby?
like elementary
That was-
kids. Sing,
And people in the
A
crowd
lullaby.
was singing it. That's what
Yeah.
pisses me off. People in the
That's-
crowd
no,
was singing
that's
this.
not-
shit.
No,
It was-
the camera kept panning
Yeah.
to the crowd.
Yeah.
The producer was like, "Yo, we got to show people into
Loving
this
it.
shit."
To be honest, I'm telling you, there's probably tons of extras that are dancing to this shit. And Busta Rhymes and Snoop Dogg got paid.
Yes.
They were the
I know
only
they're
ones
not.
there.
They were not feeling it. I'm telling you, they were not feeling
Why-
it. They got paid to
Why
feel
would
it.
why that?
They got paid to
They
feel
got
it.
they got paid to be there too. Because why the fuck were they like every
Wait, so
the camera
listen.
kept panning to them
Yes.
and the crowd.
They're like,
and
look,
then-
no, they
and
really
the
like
crowd,
it.
And then,
They
yeah.
no, they fucking don't.
Yeah.
I refuse to believe they like that shit.
Eric,
They
you're so
should've-
loud. You're so
What?
loud. You're so loud.
No, I'm not that loud.
You're so loud.
Yeah.
They
a
should
little-
have panned to
little-
Fat Joe during
Well,
that. I would have loved to have seen his facial expression.
So listen, this is what I think. No one cared about this award show. Like I think Busta and Snoop were the only ones in the audience. They kept panning to them the entire
the
show.
whole show.
I didn't see many other people in the audience. Like everyone didn't show up.
Right.
Like everyone who had a performance or had music out, like Kendrick didn't perform.
No.
Yeah,
Like anyone big
Which
this
sucked.
year, besides this nonsense rap, didn't really give this show a second thought. Like they showed up for the
Getting a
what was
beer.
it? Who cares? So they showed up for like the what was it? The just regular BET Awards.
Yeah.
They showed up for that.
Right.
Like the regular music awards.
Yeah.
Like you had Kendrick perform there, you had like Beyonce perform
Well,
there. You had everybody who was somebody
Right.
perform there. No one showed up for this.
Well, the thing is,
Not
that-
even Chance the Rapper showed up for this.
but here's the thing though. They only aired an hour and a half of the fucking award show, and there's a whole bunch of awards.
That word.
Oh, they didn't mention a lot.
Out of 19 awards,
They mentioned
how
like
many?
5.
Like 5 awards they mentioned on air.
Yeah. Because no one was there for awards. No one was there. No one watched this.
Do you want to go? You want to go through the award list real quick? I have the award list right here.
Well, we can run through them
Like,
after.
We can just run through it real quick because there's stuff on here that's like that wasn't aired, but I have like an issue with because you could everybody
I have
who's
an issue
listening.
with one of them, so go ahead.
I have an issue with a few of them, but
if you want to go through them, you can have.
no. But I'm just saying, like,
Okay.
if you guys out there want to, while you're listening to this, probably Google it. You just put in BET Hip Hop
weird.
Awards.
It's weird.
2016 winners, and it'll give you a whole list.
It's weird categories.
It is very
Very
weird category.
very
like,
weird.
like we have like 3 awards to give out. We could just name a bunch of other things.
Right,
Like make our own awards.
right. Well,
So-
that's what it sounded like they did with some of them. They just made shit up.
Why not worst performance ever? I want to see that.
Lil Yachty all
They
day.
should do that. Yeah, no, seriously.
There was
Actually, they
another
should do
one.
that.
There was
He shouldn't win any award. I don't think he should get
Well,
anything.
you know how they have like Rotten Tomatoes.
He
for,
shouldn't get anything.
for movies and stuff.
You ever heard
yeah.
of Rotten Tomatoes, that website for
Yeah.
bad movies?
the Razzies.
Yeah,
They have the Razzies.
They should do that for music too.
Then everything that's
That'd
on
be
radio
awesome.
would be on there.
That'd be great.
That would be the hardest. That would be the hardest award to give out.
How? Yeah, but how entertaining would that be?
That'd be great. I
A lot
love
of people
It would
watch
be like watching this show.
No.
It would be. It would
We need to create that award.
That's an awesome
At
show.
the end
We're gonna pitch that shit. NBC,
We're gonna
all
create
those
that.
fucking radios.
We should call it the Lil Yachty Award.
The little,
It's like a Millennium Award.
it's like the Heisman Trophy. I mean,
Yeah.
like the Yachty Trophy.
of
It's
shit.
like the Michael Jackson Award, but the Lil Yachty Award.
the trophy would be like a toilet, like a bronze toilet on
Yes.
top of a
With a garbage.
You straight up shit on the industry.
or a trash
You get
can or
this
some
award.
shit. It would just be like on top of a.
Speaking of garbage, didn't fucking DJ Khaled look like a full bag of garbage from what he was wearing? Like, didn't he look?
No,
like,
he wore a garbage bag.
No, he looked like
It looked like a bag of garbage.
like a bag of leaves. Like it was just like, oh my god, I can't stand. Like just looking at him was aggravating me the entire time. I couldn't stand him. And
So-
it's that skit though.
On with the
Oh,
second cipher.
Oh god.
So they had Don Q, Russ, and those 2 guys sounded uninspired. I didn't know what they were talking about really. But A Boogie with a hoodie. I didn't notice.
You didn't like
most of-
Russ? I thought
I
it was
thought
good.
he was
thought that-
okay, but
I
they
thought they were
sounded
alright.
like they weren't ready for the cipher. He just said it. Like he was reading it.
Wait, was
The
that
white
the
dude.
dude? That
Russ was the
white- you said the
sunglasses
white dude. Okay,
Yeah.
now
with the long hair.
Okay,
Yeah.
now I'm thinking of
He
somebody
sounded
else.
okay, but most of it sounded a little uninspired to be live like
Right.
that. I mean, it wasn't bad, but A Boogie with a hoodie. I never heard of him. Kent Jones. I never heard of a lot of these people, but you know that's besides the point. Nick Grant, and the only thing I didn't like about the ciphers, like the lyrics, okay for the most part. Some of them were great, but I didn't like the edits between the handoffs.
Right.
Yeah.
It made it look too rehearsed.
Yeah.
There was a lot of awkward moments with the cipher.
Yeah.
When what was it? One of the dudes finished. Oh no, was it a dude? or
We'll
a
get
chick?
up to him.
No, I mean like one of them like he was
Walked
done
into him.
and he walked into somebody else behind him.
Right.
And there was another guy who was like a lot of them like looked like they were just spitting, weren't listening to the beat and just.
Well,
spitting,
some of them
spitting,
just wanted to say their hottest verse
Right.
and no
Yeah.
context to what it meant or said.
Right.
and
They just
were
wanted to get
throwing
it out the way.
Right.
It didn't sound like they felt it. You know, it was just
Yeah.
like so something.
Watching it over,
done.
they were probably
Yeah.
like,
I would
don't
say
know what happened there.
I will say though that the ciphers were 100 times better than the
The
live
performance.
performance.
Oh yeah.
You could take the worst cipher.
Yeah.
and it was a million times better than anything that was on
it was
stage.
a breath of, like every time a cipher came up, it was like a breath of fresh
I was
air.
like, thank you.
You're like,
I don't even know who you are, but thank you.
At least it was a rap beat.
because it's almost like you
Yeah.
forgot.
Funky beat.
I felt like it was hip hop.
Yeah, exactly. Like you forgot what the fuck you were watching, and it's like, oh, we got a cipher. Oh, this is hip hop. We're watching. Oh, okay,
We
good.
were watching an award show.
You're
so
watching an award-
they had track of the year was next. So they had all the way up Controller, Hotline Bling, Drake twice? Really?
Controller.
I Got the Keys and Panda. Come on, really? For track of the year, none of these songs except for maybe Panda. 'Cause-
Panda, I was
all
gonna
right,
say,
that
probably.
probably would have gotten track of the year if this
Panda,
wasn't
Panda.
rigged.
I would have.
If there was actual lyrics, it probably
No,
would
track of
Legacy.
the year for beat,
Legacy.
Right.
for beat,
the beat.
the track.
The track.
Yeah.
I like Panda. I like
the beat is crazy,
Yeah.
but you know it did sound like Future's, commas. But
Yeah.
all the way up wins that one. So this was an odd,
Yes.
this
No,
is an
I like
odd
that.
thing when they
I
came
like
up
that song.
when they came up on stage.
Oh,
All
yeah.
the way
So
up.
Yeah.
who announced this? I think this is the one with the chick that was beyond
Ratchet.
messed
Oh,
up.
yes.
What was wrong with her?
Something
Nah,
was
she's
What's wrong with
She
her?
was on drugs.
she's on.
Is she like an Instagram model or something?
She's one. No, she's on one of those.
She's on one of the
hip-hop
the hip-hop
reality
shows?
shows. Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
God. Oh God.
And she's just
she was
like
on something.
What's wrong with her?
I don't know. She's just
I don't know what was going on there. I couldn't stand her talking.
yeah.
For a
No,
second.
that's the thing. It's like
that show, that award show.
she
was
looks
like,
good, but then she starts talking. It's like what? The Yeah.
No, none of that. So I
Turn
couldn't.
off.
But Designer came up with Fat Joe and Remy Ma and the other guy, who I didn't know there was another guy in the song.
Yeah.
And he was in the song. And he said, I made sure that you knew it's me because I'm all the way up.
And he sounded just like.
And I was
the
like,
song.
that wasn't Fat Joe who
Yeah.
said that?
I didn't know.
Yeah.
It was another person.
Yeah.
They needed another person to say that.
Yes. Yes.
He was probably in the studio. They were fucking around. He was like,
Oh,
"We're
man.
all the way up." Like, yo, you gotta do that. You gotta do that. And he was like, "All right, no
And they
That
problem."
was the
They
first
kept
time
it
they
in.
ever said he was in it, though.
Why was Designer there? Though?
That was
I don't
good,
know
though.
why Designer was standing back there.
He was
He
but
lost.
He lost, but he went up
was
with
up
them,
there.
smiling the whole time. Like
he loves the world.
Like,
he loves the world.
he looks like the happiest man in the world because he's famous for nothing.
He loves the world.
He's probably on drugs.
Yeah, he has
my
to.
He
God.
might be on drugs.
no,
He has to be on.
that's
something.
just his brain. That's just his brain. That's his brain.
He
on
probably
scramble.
thought he won. He probably thought
he
that
was
he
standing there waiting to talk. He's like, hey,
He's like, "Is it
He
my
can't
turn?"
talk. He
It's my
can't. He can't talk.
But then they called Papoose up, and that's Remy Ma's husband. If you
Yeah.
didn't know, but he deserves to be listed on some of this stuff. Man, he's crazy. His rap skills are ridiculous, but he won't be mentioned ever.
No.
So, but he got up on there. So after that, they had Big Crit. Now, how'd you like this performance? So he did like a poem.
Spoken word.
Oh, yeah.
It was like a poem,
Yeah, yeah.
and he was talking like from a policeman's perspective. And
What was his name?
Big Crit.
Big
Crit?
crit.
Big Crit. Big Crit.
Big crit. No, big
Down
crit.
south.
I didn't say Crip.
Oh,
Big
I said big crit. Big
Down south. Down south.
Blood's in the big.
He's considered one of the best rappers out, like for a long time now.
Mm-hmm.
But that performance was pretty
That was
pretty
powerful.
awesome,
That was
especially
powerful.
on the show that it was on. That was like the first thing.
It
like,
was out of
oh,
place.
Maybe I should watch this
No,
now.
it definitely was out of place.
You know why?
though.
I'll tell you what. I'll
'Cause
tell
that
you
should have
why.
been on something that people were watching.
Right.
That's exactly why it's out of
Yeah.
place, and
Yeah.
you can't have an ignorant show with intelligence just thrown
Right.
in there. You know, like
Exactly.
it was obviously an intelligent man who's talented,
Right.
saying something powerful
Right.
on a shit like award show. Like
So
that,
basically, he made heads explode.
yeah.
He said,
Yeah.
"I'm all the way."
Oh shit! I'm thinking. Okay.
What's this? He's a cop. I hate this cop.
Right.
Like that's what they were thinking, and then they didn't know what he was talking about. They didn't think of anything, and they took the hat off. They were like, "Oh, it's Big Crit." So,
No, it was.
but the way he delivered that was
And he didn't fumble.
phenomenal.
He didn't
No,
slur. He
Yeah.
didn't fumble. Everything was like articulated perfect
Oh, yeah.
throughout the whole. I was like,
That was a good job.
whoa,
Good job.
holy shit! All right, thank you.
And
But
he
it-
taught a lot of people some shit. Just
Oh,
go back
that's
and listen to
good.
that.
But it was like a lesson though for.
Well,
you
that's
said,
the
it's
thing.
like-
This is the thing, though. This is on this show. I'm gonna mention some more things like that. But it was the only things that were important in the show were the things that were talking about Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
That was it. That was it. There was nothing else said on the show that was at all
Just nonsense.
good at all.
Just nonsense.
Except
Except
for the
that.
tribute to Snoop.
No, I will get to that. I'm not up to that. So
Fight Dog.
Cypher 3 was Sam Black, Miss Jade, Kerr, which I thought he was way off beat. He kept throwing like, and it threw him off.
yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
shouldn't
yeah,
have- you
yeah,
shouldn't have
yeah,
did
yeah,
that.
I thought the same thing.
He was just talking
Because they're trying to get on that
fast.
Drake shit. That
thought the same shit.
when they're
He was
thinking of
way
something
off.
to say.
I was like, oh,
Dave East and Young M.A. So
Young
I
M.A..
like Young M.A. She can spit. She was like the best one on the cipher as far as regular. Like it sounded like a freestyle from
I
New
like
York.
to cipher. I didn't like a song.
So she sounds like a dude. That was the first time I actually seen
You know,
her.
I'm not
she's
feeling.
her
I'm not feeling
voice is
her.
deep as shit.
She
not
sounds
feeling
like a
right.
dude.
Yeah.
And looks like a dude.
Yeah,
And I didn't know if it was a dude
I did me too.
for a while.
I
but
read it. I saw an interview with her though. She did a. She was talking about. She was pissed.
She was on like the morning show or something.
She was She was pissed because they actually cut. They cut. Remember you were saying about editing.
Yeah.
They cut a lot of her cipher out.
Really?
She had like at least like a minute.
She was
of
murdering
shit.
shit. She could rap.
yeah, no, it
And they
sound like
they-
Biggie. Like
but
a
they
girl
cut her out.
Biggie.
They cut it out, and she was pissed about that. She's like, "Yeah, there was a lot of
Too many lyrics. Too many lyrics. You
Yeah.
gotta dumb it down. You gotta
No,
dumb
but
it
she
down
was-
for these idiots.
No,
She
she was-
outshined them all, and
she
they
did.
wanted it off.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what
Yeah,
happened.
they're like, we need to even the playing field.
So
stop.
speaking of an even playing field, see, I like to just jump into this other stuff.
All right.
So OT Genesis. Now,
Cut it.
now, at least like
I almost choked.
I'm actually very happy you
God.
brought this up.
No, I'm not.
I'm very excited about this.
he did 2 songs. First song
Push.
was it was all right. Like, I didn't want to see him at first. I didn't want to see him at first.
The song was terrible.
And the way this dude, like, he signed to Busta's label, right? And I wouldn't think that Busta had anything to do with
Really?
Yes, you didn't hear the announcement? That's why he was all
I didn't want to
over.
believe it. I was in denial the whole
He
time.
signed to Busta's label?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That's why he was showing them. That's why
that's
DJ
why he
Khaled
was there.
introduced him and
Jesus
stuff.
Christ.
But but he did this shit. And then Cut It came on, right? And I'm like, I hate this song. I hate the song when them get off the stage because I really don't like that song at all.
I despise it
But-
with my entire soul.
But the personality that this dude, that OT Genesis showed during this song won me over. And I know why. I know why people like the song now. Because if you've seen the video, no, listen.
Didn't work for me.
Not you. But if you've seen the video and you go to places and you see everybody doing these steps, I'm like, where the fuck are they getting this from? So it's from him. And he is fucking hilarious.
I will.
He is hilarious.
I will agree with you.
didn't
I will mostly agree with you. Actually,
He didn't say anything.
No, which is very rare. But I will mostly agree with you because
man.
the songs are awful. They're awful songs, and if you make an awful song, you have to act like an idiot. You have to act as dumb as the song is. And the dances he was doing had me laughing. His face, his moves were so. It was just. I
He was murdering
Yeah,
it.
and he was by himself most of the time, just up there making them face, and they would zoom in at the right part, especially during Push. When he said they were like Push, he was like,
Oh man, you guys,
his ugly face. I'm like, you know what? That's hilarious.
you guys are killing me, man. I don't know what you guys were watching, but from what I saw, I was like,
that was great.
you know,
it's funny. It's funny.
The performance was great.
You know
It
what?
was hilarious.
I just gotta say one thing though. Whenever we prepare for any podcast, I enjoy it. This is the first time I've ever had to sit down and watch a fucking.
It was work.
Like just god, it was painful.
But you know
painful.
what? It probably was because the show was so bad. I'm like grabbing at anything, like can anything be entertaining? And here goes this moron up on stage doing this dance. I'm like, this is hilarious.
The ciphers were enough for me. I was happy with that, and I was like, all right, if they could just do more of this shit,
well, they did.
I'd be. And they did.
They did a live cipher.
They did.
So Sway comes up and basically starts. He entices a race war.
Sorry to cut you off, but why is why Sway? He has that show where he has people freestyle and they rap. Is he like supporting this new?
No. No, he never.
No,
does.
he never did.
No, he never does.
Oh, okay.
He never did.
But he basically he entices a race war today.
Yeah,
He's
he
like,
did.
Pretty much.
Everyone
Yeah, he
stand
did.
up, and we have to fight. The presidency isn't going to help us.
Put your
We
fist
have
up.
to-
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty.
It was a Black Panther rally.
It was
Put your
pretty.
fist up.
It was pretty scary.
For the Black Panther.
And he was
pretty
mad
scary
serious
thing.
too.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
mad serious.
It didn't have a place there.
No.
I don't know what that was.
Yeah, it's like
So Sway, relax. We are.
Yeah, man.
Take it
Just
easy, Sway.
stop killing.
you
him.
don't have all the answers.
Yeah, we
Well, he
don't.
did. He
Yes.
said he did have the answers.
We don't want another riot, man.
But he introduced the live cipher, and this was a different beat, and this was like an actual cipher because they were, like I said, they cut the other ciphers and made it look weird. This was
live-
an actual cipher, so everybody got up on there. I mean, it wasn't freestyle.
Yeah.
But
Nah.
these
It
guys were
rarely
freaking-
ever is.
These guys should have been labeled lyricists of the year.
Yeah, no,
easily.
Prez.
And I never heard of any of them
That was great.
except Dead Prez. I heard
Dead
Dead Prez,
Prez.
but
Dead
I don't know
Prez,
them. I don't know them as separate.
You
So
know.
I didn't
No.
really listen to them like that.
Well, they're not mainstream.
Yeah, but what is it? Oswin Benjamin. He's the guy with the dreads, right? He had dreads.
Yeah.
He's the first one on. He murdered it. That was dope. That was dope. Then they had another guy come
that
out.
the big
He
guy?
was- the guy who came out before the
light-skinned
Indian looking guy. But I don't know if he was a really Indian. But locksmith. So and he was like half something.
Yeah,
But
black,
he
half
was,
white.
He was killing
He was
it.
mixed.
He was killing it, and that was a dope. They were
Yeah.
saying some powerful stuff,
Yeah.
and it was the truth. All of
Yeah.
it.
I'm surprised they were aired because
Yeah.
they were actually saying
They
something.
probably would have cut that out, just like the
Seriously.
rest. But then the Dead Prez came out, M1 and Stick. He tried to steal my name. But it's not
Z, though.
the
You're with a
same.
Z. You're
It's
with
not
a
the
Z.
same.
Spell different.
It's with a K and a C. So, but yeah, it was powerful and it was about current events. And I kind of expected Public Enemy to come out. I'm surprised he didn't make an appearance.
last-
They were
dude.
like, I'm not showing up to this shit.
I told you nobody's gonna appear.
Wait, don't
The
say
last dude in the suit looked like Tretch. A little.
the bald head dude?
Yeah.
with the little
Bald
patch
head
on his
dude.
head.
that. Yeah.
He had a patch on his head.
Yeah,
Yeah, he had a
Yeah,
patch,
yeah,
like
yeah.
a little.
Yeah, look, I thought it was Tretch. I was like,
If
oh,
this
but
was
I-
on, if this was on like a regular like ABC or something like that, then they would have shown up. But not on now.
No, hell no.
Not on BT. So this is the downfall of the whole show to me. So DJ Khaled had an infomercial. It was a big fail. This is a big fail. This was never should have been aired.
That had to be the most
It was
unfunny,
so bad.
the most unfunny thing I've ever fucking seen.
But they don't want him to do an infomercial. But he's gonna do an infomercial. I hate that line. I hate the
man.
joke. No one wants you to do anything.
Yeah, but the
I'm
thing
gonna
is,
do it.
what was it?
He sucks.
He won the award for Hustler or whatever, the Hustler Award.
The Hustler.
Now
Award.
he should have gotten that. He deserved that. He deserves that.
He's because he's on.
He's the number one promoter.
He's on
ever.
social all the time.
That
He's on social
motherfucker
media.
can promote the shit out of anything. You give him any product. Yo, promote this fucking bottle right here. Go ahead.
You gotta drink this, man. Yo, I give you the nice bottle.
They don't want
the
us
shit
to
out of
drink
it.
this beer. So I'm gonna drink this beer.
That'll be his commercial right there.
My ears.
Bam.
They don't want us to drink this.
Any DJ Khaled impersonation, my ears bleed.
Oh,
So then we got to. And then settle down. So then we got to the Young M.A. performance. Now I don't know. You might not like the song. It's very popular right now in New York.
Very popular.
Very
I like the
popular.
song.
So she reps New York very well. I give her that.
What song is this?
Ooh. I told you.
I couldn't stand that song, to be honest.
But she reps New York very, very well. But the song itself, that one, she has tremendous talent. But
You can tell. I just couldn't
But-
stand the song.
but this
you
song-
can't tell from that song.
No,
this song reminds me of a Bobby Shmurda remix. So even the way they cut it and they let the audience say the part, it's like
way
about
they
a week
cut
ago. So like it sounds like the same exact blueprint to that song. And fine, he's not getting out of jail for another 7 years, so you might as well come out with another song like that. He got to do a Smurda dance. And she even said Smurda in it. I'm like, damn, you just rapped this on that beat to begin with. I know you did.
What if he's the Ghost Rider? Let me see.
Nah.
Straight from the
Imagine
prison
that.
cell.
Nah. But yeah, it had better lyrics than Smurda, but you know, it was the same cues and everything. So.
Yep.
A very repetitive song. I didn't like it.
I don't like the song, but
I didn't like it at all.
I like the cipher.
Yeah.
I would like to hear more from her. Like I would like to hear a mixtape from her. I don't even care what the industry wants her to put out. I want to hear like freestyle from her. Like when they don't make her whatever they want to make her.
Well,
But then they had another cipher. Cipher 5 was the new edition version. So DJ Premier is like DJing all these, by the way. But it wasn't really DJing because they just and then it goes and then edit it out and then it goes right into the next
It's
thing.
all
So
edited.
He didn't do anything.
It was all edited.
I mean, he probably killed it.
it was recorded performances that were
Yes.
edited.
Yeah,
yes, it was edited.
He probably killed it live, but they edited the shit out of it. So and then new edition.
New edition.
No, it's a new. It was called the new edition version.
Right.
So
Now he's trying to cover his tracks.
No, because on BT now they got a new edition show coming out, and it has the people from Empire, the guys who are on there. That's the reason why they had the cipher. So I forgot his name. So Mike Bibb, Bibb,
Biv.
yeah, from Bell Biv
Bell Bib the Bow Bib.
Yeah.
I like
So,
the cipher. This one was good.
He introduced Breezy from Empire, the girl who's like the DMX girl on Empire.
The short hair girl. Yeah.
Yeah.
She was good.
And
was good.
and Yaz, the greatest. Well, I don't know about that part, but Yaz from Empire also. He's like the main rapper in the show.
Yeah.
It's funny seeing them as rappers, like in real rappers, because I see them as an actor playing a rapper, but they're actually rappers.
I've never watched the show, so it's.
But yeah, they're on the show.
I haven't watched it either.
Yeah.
But they're doing all the stuff they learned in the show while
Right.
they're doing the performance on here. So it's funny to me. But they kill it. They got lyrics, whoever writes it. But they got, I don't know. But
They got lyrics,
but
whoever writes
lyrics. They got lyrics.
No credit.
Drake's like, it's the same dude that does it for me.
Yeah.
No, it's
right?
not.
It's the most paid guy in the world.
Yep.
But then Big Ron DeVoe. Big Ron? Ronnie, wasn't it Ronnie? So Big Ron DeVoe. So Bib DeVoe.
The way he said that.
It's a weird name.
Ron DeVoe.
Like
It's a
Ron
weird
DeVoe.
name. But Viv DeVoe, both of them, they killed it. They sound like they kind of sound like the Locks at the end. They were rapping.
Yeah.
And they're not really rappers, they're singers. But,
They're singers. I was like,
but they was rapping and it was pretty hilarious. And they, it was very rehearsed. But
Yeah,
but it was
they
good.
did back
Tag
and
team.
It was
forth.
good though.
Yeah.
And they're old.
Tag.
It was good. It was
I
good to
liked
see
it.
them out there.
That was good.
But they killed it. So then next they had your segment, the Snoop segment.
Yes.
So
Yes.
sounds like you liked it. So
was a
yeah,
big
he
fan.
got
No
the
fight.
the 2016 I Am Hip Hop.
I am
Award.
Hip Hop
He is
Icon
hip-hop.
Award.
So I mean, Snoop deserves it, but that should be. He didn't want to be there.
No.
He wanted to be do that at the Hip Hop Honors Award. Like do
Yeah.
that there.
Right.
Like he definitely deserves it. He was the one guy who made me like West Coast. I didn't really like West Coast at all
No,
until you know.
He was the only reason I saw the Straight Outta Compton movie. No, something.
No, he's not. But no, he was the reason. Like the G Funk era was the reason why I listened to any West Coast at all.
Yeah.
like as bad as Warren G was.
Shit.
He was entertaining, but yeah. So what did Snoop? You want to talk about him? He went up there and what did he say?
He went up there and he accepted his award. He was very humble.
Well, they had
He was very gracious.
They had a whole vignette.
And he doesn't really care too much about not getting Grammy,
because he does a lot of stuff for the community. He has like this football thing he does, and it's good.
One thing that I didn't like, which probably I think Al didn't like either.
I don't
was
like
that,
I think everyone.
He said he's not going to be some old bitter ass rapper hating on the new blood.
Yeah.
So I was just like,
No.
Eric, you saw how mad I was.
I hate it.
No, man, I was fucking pissed.
I
go ahead,
hate
go
it
ahead.
where I see somebody from the old school like that, who is well respected, who's still respected today, who is really like praising the new generation, like
defending him.
A lot of it is garbage. If you're like praising the Kendrick Lamar, okay, fine, all right, and no one's gonna say anything about that. But like you see most of the performances that you saw on BET.
I understand.
It was just like you understand.
I understand where he's coming from. Like the reason why like when hip hop first started, they said it's not music, blah blah blah. This is nonsense. They're just talking. Like it's the same kind of aspect to it, right? Because it's not understood. Everyone hates it. It's different. But I was furious. I was fucking furious because you know why? Because Snoop is online on interviews destroying the young guys, saying this is nonsense. The same flow is taking over the entire industry, and he was speaking the truth.
Right.
And he's like, he's like, oh, I was almost doing it myself, and I was like, what the fuck am I doing? This is nonsense. And then he's like, people back in the day, if you did this stuff, it would be called biting. And not many people did that back in the day.
Yeah, no one did in the 80s.
They would be written off. They would be written off completely.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's what he said, and he was mocking the shit out of them, right? So
what the?
So he went home, probably got so much. All the young people was probably like, "You're nonsense. You're an old grandpa." And blah blah blah. I hate you. You shouldn't talk about the new age like that. You're just old and all this. So he went home and said, "Listen, I can't have people talk about me like this. I'm gonna go on the show and tell them I respect them.
Nah, man.
I respect.
You know what? That's one scenario. That's one scenario.
They were
But-
more like, hey, listen, for this award show, we're going to give you an award, but we heard in the interview that you fucking chewed him out. So we're going to pay you this amount of money not to chew him out and say some nice things and accept your award and get the hell off the stage. Okay, I'll do that.
That's
No, but
another.
there's
That's
a fan
another
base.
scenario. That's two good scenarios that might have happened. Right. Here's another scenario. He has kids.
Yeah.
He has quite a few kids.
Yeah.
They're grown.
Yeah.
They listen to hip hop. I'm sure.
No,
One of his kids. yeah.
Sasha Banks.
One of his kids probably went up to him and was like, "Yo, you can't be talking like that,
His
Dad.
cousin.
You can't be talking like that. You got to, And he probably was like, "All right, I gotta do something about
It
this."
sucks, though, because
I'm sure it's one of those scenarios.
it
is
sucks a
probably true.
lot because it's like a lot of these older rappers, like from the 80s and 90s,
Right.
they want to still be relevant, and that's around when hip hop was its greatest.
Snoop
And-
Lion is completely
That's it.
relevant.
And it's like lyrics aren't important anymore. It's not even like, hey, oh no, I'm just not feeling the song topic. They're not saying anything.
It's a
anymore.
gimmick.
It just sounds and
Listen,
they sound so ignorant. Like it's so horrible that these
It's a different
established
type of thing.
listen.
MCs have to do this.
Only time will tell. But do you really think in 10 years from now that these guys will be still relevant?
Are Gravediggers relevant? No, it's the same type of thing. Horrorcore is horrorcore relevant? No, there was a genre of hip hop. It's not relevant. It's
But was
still
it ever
maybe around. Maybe
was it ever
underground somewhere.
mainstream?
Gravediggers was pretty mainstream. Diary of a Madman.
Bear witness.
Out.
It's
Yeah.
an exercise, my exorcism.
Mainstream. I'm talking about
That was out.
mainstream. Like this is-
Nothing was mainstream back when that came out.
Well, this right now, everything that's coming out is mainstream and is not. You can't. How are you going to compare that?
And the funny thing
can't
is,
It's a different genre.
and it's not even. And the thing is, it's not even like, oh, these dudes are old or people are hating on the young. This isn't music that's
This is
coming
why.
out.
This is why.
It's not music. There's
it's
no
a different-
Listen.
It's a different
This is
genre.
why. Listen, this is why I was pissed at Snoop. Not mad at what he said at the moment. I'm mad that he didn't say the right thing at the moment. He should have said, listen, I understand you guys are doing what you're doing, but you have to understand where hip hop came from. You have to understand what it is about, and you're doing it wrong.
That's why Q-Tip should have got that award. But he wouldn't have showed up to that shit.
Yeah.
Probably not. But
He was saying,
he
be
should have
yourself.
said,
Keep being yourself.
but
It's
he
like-
should have said,
And make
listen,
bad
you
music?
need to make better use of what you're doing. Everyone is like, oh, because those guys, they went to pan into the crowd looking at them, and dude was about to cry because they get no respect. He was like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe he's saying what he's saying," because they're not used to that, because they're not putting in the work to do anything. They're getting
not
paid.
doing
Listen,
anything.
if I was getting, I don't know, if I was getting paid to do what they're doing, and I could buy my mom a house, get everybody out together, like I would be furious. People were saying I wasn't doing it either.
Yeah, but you also sound like a brat for saying, you know
No,
what I mean?
I'm saying I would be
being
like,
yo.
please leave me alone. I'm trying to live. Like I'd be like, listen, they're giving me a lot of money. I'm not saying it's good.
If
Yeah, but they're
paid
not
to put out
saying that.
garbage.
I'm
I've
not
seen-
saying that it's good at all.
Yeah, but
I'm
you've
saying I would
seen-
be furious because I'm getting paid.
Yeah, but you've
and
also
you're trying to
seen-
take my food away from me.
Right.
So I would be mad. I understand that that's why they get all bitchy.
But the thing is,
but they don't understand what they're doing.
No, they
that's
don't.
the problem.
They're seeing it as a paycheck. I
Right.
could do this, blah blah blah. But
Yeah.
you're a role model automatically. If you're a musician or athlete, whatever, you're a role model whether you want to admit it or not. And the fact that the music you put out there is a whole genre. That's like me getting a contract at the NBA, stinking it up everywhere, and everyone's like, "Yo, this guy has a contract, getting paid millions, and he
Half the bench.
doesn't even score. Doesn't score. Comes out."
Half the
10
bench.
turnovers a game.
No one talks
Like,
about them.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like someone with no talent whatsoever.
Right.
Well, like
There's been a few on the Knicks.
Oh.
Look at them now.
or take someone from take LeBron James, throw him on a hockey rink. Like it's
Oh, he still be killing it.
no, man, black people can't skate.
He's an athlete. He's an athlete. He don't need no skates.
No, I'm
No,
saying
but-
it's a slap in the face. And
It is.
to go back to something you were talking about before with the performances. It's we were making fun of it before. Like usually when in the past you would hear like DMX, he goes out there with a hype man by himself because you know
kill it.
background vocals, this and that. Background vocals like are there to help you breathe so you could say the next line. Their whole entire song was playing during their fucking performance.
Right.
It wasn't them though.
And
sound nothing like them.
when they would say the lyrics, they
Nothing.
don't sound anything like the fucking song,
Nothing.
which is crazy.
If I went up there, all right, listen, this
It's
is what
a
happened.
mockery.
This is what happened. We're gonna get off the Snoop thing. All right, he was wrong. It made me angry. But Lil Uzi Vert. All right,
No, he's the worst.
these are the new.
And, and 21 Savage.
So So Lil Uzi Vert came out, and it sounded like a rock song. I don't know what that was.
They're the worst.
It didn't sound like. This is the guy who was like, "I'm not rapping on no '90s."
No,
beat.
'cause he
don't put
doesn't-
on no '90s beat. I'm not rapping to that shit.
Yeah.
Heaven forbid.
And he was like, "Put on some turn up so I can do my shit."
Some
and
turn up.
And if I could say, "Yo, the whole song," I could do that shit.
He also was the one that said it in an interview, and I'm sure you've seen it, where he said, "Fuck the old heads."
Yeah. Same
Yeah.
interview.
Fuck 'em.
Same interview.
He said that shit. That's
Same
like
interview.
nobody's like they
No
ain't-
respect.
They gave us no respect.
He's
Why
like,
should we
give
give
us no
him
respect,
Why
yeah.
should we give him respect? Like
But he's
you're
one of the
making a
little guys-
mockery of the fucking like. Call it something else. Call it
He's,
something else. You're
he's
not
one of the
doing it right.
guys who was saying, who was disrespecting everything.
Yeah.
But he's like, I'm making my shit.
It should
Shut
be.
up.
It should,
He's one of the guys.
honestly. I'm not even
That's
saying
fine.
this as a joke. It should be honestly called something else. It shouldn't be called
It definitely
rap
should.
or hip hop. It shouldn't be called that.
It should
But-
have another name.
It should
Just call
definitely
it
be-
garbage.
But I'm guessing
That's
that
fine.
and sell
I'm-
garbage.
Well, that's not garbage. It's different. But I would say he's the new Waka Flocka Flame. Like, who is he? Like, he's that guy now, right?
Right.
And that guy went to do like EDM. He's not a rapper.
Well,
He went to do EDM
He's not a rapper.
Well,
because he's not in the rap game. That's not part of the rap game. Whatever the
Goddamn.
fuck he was saying was not part of it. But I mean, it had energy. I give him that. Whatever the fuck, whatever that was,
Listen,
it had energy. But then the
was-
next guy came out. 21 Savage came out and destroyed the energy. He was the
Wait,
boringest guy
He's the
ever.
worst.
21 Savage, was that the one
the
where
guy with the tattoo of the cross on his fucking
He was
right here
in a
And
black coat,
he has-
and
has
he
the-
was boring
was it?
as shit.
Tall-
I don't.
You know,
I don't
'cause it was
remember. I don't remember
boring.
specifically like what the people looked like. I remember someone coming out. I don't know if it was one or two people. Maybe it was this hype man also, but it sucked the energy out of the entire room.
If you remember that performance, right? That's what.
That's
happened.
probably what it
what it
was,
was.
right? Yeah.
And then Isaiah Rashad came out, and that's the guy who sounded like he was kind of rapping. And we were like, okay, at least he's saying something, but he was so mixed up. I didn't know what he was singing. He was rapping. It's like 8 different styles in one song. I was like, I don't know. You're
all-
just confused.
All
Oh
I gotta
my God.
say is, I don't think these guys are gonna last because
They're out now.
No, you'll just replace it. You'll replace them with someone else that sounds exactly
here's
the same.
proof. Here's proof. All right, Iggy Azalea last year.
Yeah, but she was totally taken out of the game.
Ah.
Though. These guys are hired to do
Wait
this.
a minute.
These guys are hired to do this.
Yeah,
They're
so
exec-
was she. She
No,
was hired
but
to
she-
do
I
the same
almost
shit.
forgot about
She
it.
lasted
Exactly.
longer
I
than
forgot about that.
Forgot all about
But
it.
you know what?
lasted longer
Who the
than
fuck
what
is talking
these
about
guys.
her right now?
we
Yeah,
are.
but these guys have.
Besides us.
Listen though, these guys.
Besides us.
Listen though, these guys have the Yin Yang Twins job right now.
Yeah.
They have their job right now.
And where are they?
No, they took their place. They need someone young. They need to do this
Yeah,
stupid
young,
thing.
stupid, desperate.
And they do it. And,
And
they'll
when
keep
they're
doing it.
done?
They'll regurgitate
And
them out
they'll
as
be
different people
There'll
later.
always be someone who will do this job.
Of course.
There'll always be somebody who will do it. All the time.
Yeah.
To
But like I
window
said,
to
money
wall.
is a very powerful thing, man.
Absolutely.
People do whatever the fuck.
You know
Absolutely.
what's fucked up?
gives
It's
a
like if you would have asked me if hip hop is dead. Well, we had that podcast before.
We always want to defend it, but
Email-
this show
an
really
this
made it seem like it was dead.
Like,
This
I
was like a
fucking-
gravestone.
If you just have to just watch this fucking award show and just ask that question to somebody, and you just be like, oh man,
No, the term hip hop is on life support.
this is bad.
It stands for this.
I
is
like
bad.
the ciphers.
So, hustler of the
He's
year.
still like, I like the
I'm
ciphers.
trying to hold on to something.
I'm just trying to
good.
hold on to something,
Something
anything.
positive.
Like we said, hustler of the year, DJ Khaled. Boom. Next.
Yeah.
Okay, so
yeah, that was good. That was
Let-
he deserves it. He deserves it.
so another phenomenal poem, spoken word guy came out, and
Yeah.
it was Lecrae. How you say it? Is it Lecrae?
Lecrae.
Yeah. So he came out. They didn't even announce dude. I didn't
like
even
him.
know who it was.
I don't
like
announce
him.
anybody.
They
Any of
didn't
those
announce.
guys.
No, they didn't put a name up at all.
Really?
I didn't even say
Did
who
they
it was.
do it for the other guy?
Yeah, they did.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they said who it was. They didn't
Yeah.
even announce Lecrae, and I was like, "Who?"
I think
what?
they fucked up though. Maybe
didn't announce
a producer probably fucked up with the.
The whole show was a
the
fuck
poem. The shit was crazy. That was a crazy poem. Like the shit that he was
Yeah.
saying was insane.
I like the first
It
one
was
better,
dope.
but they're both were.
Well, the power in the first one
Yeah,
was he got
yeah.
excited, but this one lyrically was insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then and then most of the people call it the most entertaining thing of the show
Oh no.
was when Lil Wayne came out with
Oh.
the infamous chocolate dropper. So
yeah.
this is Kevin Hart's like persona that he made just for jokes and shit. But you know, he always tries to freestyle and stuff and he fails
can't-
miserably.
he can't
fails
do it at all.
miserably. But Lil Wayne came out. He murdered. I mean, people. I miss Lil. It's so bad. I miss Lil Wayne. Like
I
he
was saying
came
the same
out
thing. I was like, damn, when's the last time I saw him?
and he was doing well. I mean, I liked it. It was entertaining.
It was Lil Wayne.
I mean, he was saying slime a lot, but you know, that's
slime.
that's
slime.
another.
Slime.
That's another. I know where that's from, but
Slime.
he was entertaining and he killed it.
My
And
father
I'm
get
sad
married.
to see him
My
want to
ex get
retire.
married.
I'm sad to see him want to retire.
Yeah, it sucks.
But then Chocolate Dropper came out and
And you actually acknowledge his name is Chocolate Drop.
Yeah,
That's
what
the
he is.
funny. That's the
That's what
funny
he is.
part.
But it was hilarious. It was funny
I was
because he didn't
laughing.
try and be good
What was that
at
shit
all.
he said?
He said, "Look at you." He said, "I come out with a duffel bag, and then I look at your boy in the duffel bag." And I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
I look
I
at your
was
boy
crying.
in the duffel
The
bag.
image in my head of seeing somebody in the duffel bag was funny as hell. But that was, I mean, he had some dumb lines.
You know what? That's a joke.
Yes,
That's a joke, and that was better.
it was more entertaining.
I was
It
just
was
about to
no,
say
no,
that.
no. It was better than the performances.
Yeah.
Like legit better
Yeah.
than the perform. If he had an album, like this mockery character had an album,
He's gonna come out with an album.
it would be better than any of the albums of the people that performed. That's so bad.
That says a
sad.
lot. That
I
says a
think
lot.
So sad.
I think now is the time for Shaq to make a return.
He might
Because
as
he
well.
would be the best in the game.
Dude. And Kobe. And Kobe and
Shaq,
Shaq.
Kobe, and
Nah, Kobe
Iverson.
can't rap.
And Iverson.
In Italian.
Oh man, yeah, in Italian.
Cannabis and Keith Murray.
Nah, get out of here.
Whoa.
Damn.
Get out of here.
Freestyle.
That's
So-
one of the worst albums of all time.
Freestyle battle.
Don't mention that. Next.
Jay, we
Oh
need-
my gosh, don't mention that.
Jay, we gotta do a podcast on that. You know you do. You go.
We'll do a Keith Murray podcast at some point. Just Keith Murray. He's has enough.
Maybe we can have him on the show. He's not doing anything.
Well, he's somewhere on Long Island.
He's
Worst
probably
freestyle.
Grocery store or
He's
something.
in
Seriously.
Copeg somewhere, right? No, I'm serious. So
Damn.
T.I. was next up. Now, this is a powerful performance. They always ask him, he said, "Why did you make this song?" He's like, "This is the perfect time to do it." So, like I said, it's the wrong place. It seemed like the wrong place. It's PT, so I understand why, but it just seemed out of place at this show.
I like the
But
performance.
he killed
Yeah,
it.
I
Like,
like
it's not even
that.
the way he raps, but he killed it.
Yeah.
I always liked.
I respect T.I. because he writes.
I like
Yeah.
T.A.
Hold on a second.
He writes and he raps.
I'm looking at. I'm on Google right now,
Yeah,
and
what's
I'm
up?
just looking at the winners that are televised.
Yeah.
3.
Nah, there was no MVP of the year. That's fake.
What is this shit?
there was
DJ Khaled MVP of the year?
No,
What is
he
this?
he put that up himself.
People's Champ. Like People's Champ.
But this was
Award,
on
like,
all the way.
Yeah,
up.
that was. We
And
went through
Kendrick
those.
Lamar also.
Yeah. But we went to what they put Hustler instead of MVP. They put whatever.
What the fuck? But one thing before we forget though, DJ Khaled off the air won
Oh, he killed it. He
best
won that shit.
best DJ of the year.
Yeah, he's the best DJ of the year.
This man never.
Hold up.
DJ'd
Say
twice.
my fucking name.
He's
Played 30 seconds and then
He's
changed it.
one of the worst DJs I've ever heard in my life.
I don't know.
He's
He's
horrendous.
He really does suck as a
He's-
DJ.
no,
It's
he's-
blasphemy.
Sorry.
He's a horrible
It's
DJ.
blasphemy.
I'll give
for
him everything.
DJs.
Like, yeah, all right.
Hustler,
all right.
yeah, fine.
Because he's
Host,
rich.
great
Whatever.
host.
He does what he
Yeah.
does. He made money.
Right.
You're
hustling,
successful.
whatever.
Kudos to you for being successful and not being talented and getting all that money.
Yeah.
Kudos. No, I'm not even hating.
He's
Like,
the
kudos
Paris
to
Hilton
you.
of hip hop.
Yeah. Okay. I agree. I can agree with that. Yeah. Paris
Yeah.
Hilton of hip hop.
Or the Kim Kardashian.
Oh, don't say that name. That name makes me sick.
But that's
They
the
all
same.
make you
That's
sick.
the same shit though.
Yeah, they do. They all make me sick.
Speaking of that, Lil Wayne said he did some shit. He was like, I filmed it with Paris Hilton. I was like, what, taking drugs? What are you saying right now? He
did
said
say
all that in the
Doing
freestyle.
job with Paris.
He murdered her.
And that's the truth. He probably did drugs with Paris.
He murdered her.
I'm sure.
I think everyone did drugs with Paris. I don't even do
Oh,
drugs,
man.
and I did drugs with Paris.
It was Brothers in Paris. I won't say it.
Brothers in Paris.
Brothers in Paris. Yeah. Negroes in Paris.
Negroes. Damn, you said Negro. Damn.
Wow.
That's why she was at the place.
Shit. See what this black guy thinks about.
That's why they made the song. But back to T.I. So yes,
Hey, you
the
know,
cops.
I never thought of that.
they had-
That's clever, Jay. I never thought of that. I just got it.
so they had. If she came out with a tape later, that would have been the name of it. But
Damn.
But it was One Night in Paris, right? I think that was what it was called. It was still funny. But so T.I. He had cops come out, and that was crazy that they took the job. And they just was hitting the people protesting and knocking them out. And then, yeah, I understand the power. They hit him and didn't have effect. He walked back up and he dropped.
Did you think it was too much?
I don't think it was too much.
No?
It was this day and age. This was going on. You have to represent it in some way.
Enough to get the message across.
I don't think it got a message across.
No?
But I think that, yeah, if it had people talking, then yeah, it would have done it. But I haven't heard anyone really
No.
talking about it.
Well, it's an ignorant show. So.
Yeah, if it was on, like I said, if it was
Like
on,
if it was on a different show,
like if they
then-
did that at the Super Bowl,
Right.
holy shit.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Speaking
would've been
of
over.
ignorant
No,
show,
that's true.
what was it? Who was it? Who was it that was presenting an award and was telling? I think it was the first person in the beginning of the show that was telling
Oh,
people not to
people to vote.
Yeah, like motherfuckers in the
His
crowd.
coat
Like,
was big as hell.
how many people in the audience do you think vote? Like the people watching, the demographic of people watching this.
He was saying
Award show
register. He
was
said
He
saying
said register to vote. Get out there
Register.
because you make a difference. And
Right.
what you call it? The dude
Don't
from
vote for
Empire.
Trump. Somebody
dude from
said that
Empire.
shit. I could have
Dude.
sworn I heard somebody say
Yes.
that shit.
Yeah, someone said it.
Yeah, it's from Empire. He said,
Oh, yeah?
and don't vote for Trump.
Oh yeah,
I was like,
don't vote for Trump.
I got to throw that at the end of the rhyme.
How the
It's crazy.
don't vote for Trump?
It's crazy.
We don't
But
know
but after
what's
the
going on now. It's all kinds of fucked up, dude.
Dude, do you really want people like that voting though?
It's a mess.
just vote for
At the same
neither.
time-
Don't vote for Trump.
It's just like
If they don't
seriously
vote for
though,
Trump,
like
that's great.
Yeah.
people
but-
that like that shit. Do you want them voting? No,
They need to do something.
That's why it was out
They,
of
need to-
place.
they could be running for president. He'd probably do it right now.
but that's the reason why I agreeing with Eric. Like that shit was just it was good,
if The Rock wanted to be
but it was just
president
out
right
of place. It's just out of place.
He
You
could
don't
be
do
the
a
president.
political fucking statement and
there was a lot of
ignorant
political,
show like this.
There's a lot of political statements. They're trying to teach people, trying
Yeah,
to
but
change the ignorance.
There's a
You can't have an ignorant show and teach.
yeah, man.
That's true.
I wanna go to a
ignorant people
fucking-
aren't gonna learn anything.
I'm gonna go to a
That's like
retard
Sesame-
and be like, yo,
That's like that's like Sesame Street teaching you like the hardest math problems. You're like, what is this?
calculus.
Hell yeah. What is this?
It's like Red Lobster serving fine wine.
They do. don't they?
It's like, it's,
The damn
It's
Dracula was teaching me 1 + 2
Yeah.
equals 3, and it's fucking calculus all of a sudden. Like,
Yeah.
nah, man, this ain't
Yeah,
gonna
you
work.
One
can't do
times
that, man.
X equals 5?
Yeah.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah.
But yeah, they were teaching. I don't know what that helped, but I mean, understood. They should just edit it and put that somewhere else.
Right.
But best new hip hop artist. I don't know what the category was because I must have dozed off or something. But
I thought I missed it,
Chance,
too.
Chance the Rapper
Yeah.
won best new hip hop artist. Now is he new?
he's kind
He's
of
not
been
new.
out for
He's been
a
out
bit.
for a long time, man.
What the? I'm
Who
looking
knew
at
Rookie of the Year? That's what it's called. Who's the Who knew Rookie of the Year?
What kind of shit is
Who
that?
knew what? He put out a mixtape, and it was regarded as one of the best albums of the year. But it was a mixtape.
Right.
Like if mixtapes are regarded best albums of the year, then Fab should have had like the #1 album 5 years in a row.
That's true. He's never mentioned any of these.
Nothing. And I didn't. I have that album. I had the Chance album, it's a good album, but it was church. It was very churchy.
I didn't have a chance to listen to it.
But it was good. It was different. But best mixtape and best Rookie of the Year Chance. the
I
Rapper.
find there was a glorified mockery of hip hop. That's what the show was. It was just a mockery.
No, the mockery of hip hop is Designer. So to close out the show, we had Designer.
I didn't know what the fuck he was doing.
So
I
he
was
had a
like-
song.
He has broads in Atlanta,
Called Timmy Turner.
and then we're there.
He had a song called Timmy Turner based on the cartoon.
Yeah. No.
So yeah, he said BET in it. So I think that's why they put him on last.
BET.
Because he said BET or something.
BET.
I don't know what he said.
It sounds like BET. BET. This is awful.
I remember one time he said he wanted to rep for Brooklyn.
That's Brooklyn. That's all Brooklyn.
He wanted to. He wanted to what? Like take the torch from Biggie.
Wow.
And Jay-Z.
What torch?
He burned the torch.
He
in his
needs to be
face.
torched.
He's roasting right now. He's on fire. He's on fire. Nah, that performance was trash because he didn't say anything.
No, he didn't say anything. When he did say something, he was out of breath.
I don't know if I missed it, but he didn't even do Panda, did he?
No, he did Panda. He did Panda at the. No, he did Panda
did?
at the. No, he did Panda at the what you call it at the BET
Oh,
Awards.
yeah.
That's why he didn't do it again.
Okay, about to say he didn't do Panda in the one.
No.
I was,
You would think he
I was
should've.
expecting him to do it, and I was waiting for it, and it didn't happen. And
He
I'm
had
like,
a chorus, a freaking church choir
It's a waste,
behind
a
him,
waste, a waste, a waste.
like Puff Diddy.
yeah, that's true.
Yo, what about like the weird
No, I said Puff
seizures?
Diddy. I used both his names.
Yeah,
Puff Daddy.
yeah,
and
he
P.
actually
Diddy.
did say Puff Diddy,
Puff Diddy, that's a shit.
and I didn't catch that. That's
Sean
funny.
Combs. Sean
Puff
Combs.
Diddy.
Sean Combs. What was like the weird, like
The
when his
dance he did at the end.
his
Yeah,
song
seizure.
his song was going.
Yeah, seizure.
He wasn't singing along whatsoever, and he kept going, brrr, and he just kept going, and he just kept doing these weird dances,
Yeah,
these
but-
weird motions. The choir was
Yeah,
going,
yeah, yeah.
and then
'Cause
when he finally jumps on the mic, he goes, and that's it.
Because he got the crowd into it.
Yeah, but
But there wasn't a performance. He was just having.
Have you ever
like,
seen?
like a, like a,
have you ever seen Panda the video?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
the
same
video?
thing.
I was laughing my ass off.
Now
all
you
the
see
time.
how he had the GoPro or whatever
Yeah.
strapped to him, and
Yeah.
he's like,
he looks like he's going stripping out drugs.
he's going crazy. That's what he was doing.
It was-
That's basically what he's doing. That's his.
He's just so happy. I can't be mad at him.
No,
He's
no,
just
no.
so happy.
Oh,
And,
man.
hey, the only thing I could say is he's a happy
He's so
person.
happy.
Yeah.
He's happy about
a very
everything.
happy guy.
Yeah.
He's happy when
Yeah.
he loses the nominee.
Yeah.
He goes up with the person that won and sits there and smiles in
He's
the
just
background
happy
like
to
an
be there.
idiot.
He's just happy to be where he is.
I think it's because he's on drugs all the time.
Yes, I do. I agree with
All
you.
the time.
Yes.
He's got 3 released songs.
What kind of drugs is he on?
That's it.
No album yet.
He's-
No
that's
album yet.
it.
Yep.
The song was on Kanye's
And he's so
album. Kanye
lanky.
stole that.
He's so skinny, and like he just the thing.
Yo, I thought he was like 6'7", and he said he was what
6'1".
One?
It's
No
because
way.
most rappers are like 5'5".
Wait, he looked like he was 7 feet tall.
because they're all small. They're all
Yeah.
small.
How tall is Fat Joe? He was
Fat
way
Joe's-
over. He was way taller than him. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Tall Joe.
Wow.
No, he's mad.
No.
Small. He's like probably like 5'6". It's just his weight that's all the way up.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
exactly.
right.
So listen, as to close this off,
Come on.
to close this
That was
off.
good.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
good.
Let's
you,
go
Gabby.
to
Give us
the
up, give us
email
up, give us
question.
up.
Listen, all in all, it seems most of the great performances happen at the BET Awards, not here. No one showed up for this.
No.
So since that's the case, and it's just the BET Hip Hop Awards, they shouldn't have a Hip Hop Awards show. They shouldn't. I don't think they should have
man.
room for this. They don't need it. Do it at the Hip Hop Honors, for real.
VH1
Word.
had much better stuff.
So besides the ciphers, if you want to have a time of the year, you want a cipher show, throw on a freestyle show. Just do that. Just do that. There's no need to have the 5 things you announced and all these bad performances. There's no reason
There's
that
no
no
reason
one
for
even
it.
gets dressed up for this thing.
So
Like
bad.
it was like the MTV Music Awards, like they're trying to do it without the formalities and stuff.
Yeah, no.
Somebody in the audience had no shirt on. No
That-
shirt.
it was a mockery.
No shirt. Now, I'm not
No, it was a
asking them.
mockery. It was a
Like,
mockery.
I'm not asking them to wear suits, but come on, wear a shirt.
God.
Wear a shirt.
It was a
No,
mockery.
it
It
was
was a
At the
mockery.
very least.
They could have
So-
just done a whole. Yeah, right. They could have done.
What was left on the show was cringeworthy. Besides, like
Yeah.
the 10% that was the Black
ciphers.
Lives Matter stuff and the ciphers. Yeah, that was it.
Cypher's spoken word was decent.
That was it.
they could've done a
just
whole
stick-
show of that.
Just stick to Hip Hop Honors. This isn't needed.
Yep.
That's what I got to say. After this year,
I agree.
Yeah,
yeah,
I agree
and that's
with
it.
that.
it was a useless. I'm sure the ratings were pretty bad on it too.
Yeah, I'm sure we're the
I'm
first
sure the
people
rate-
talking about it.
Yeah,
'Cause it stunk.
I'm sure the ratings were bad, and they're probably like on the cusp of like not doing it next year.
They put the whole thing. It's on YouTube, the entire show. So that shows you that
I saw-
nobody
I-
watched.
Exactly. I watched the shit
I
on.
saw the whole thing on YouTube.
Same thing.
So usually they take
Yeah.
this off because they want TV stuff.
Right.
No one watched it.
Nobody watched it, and it's still up.
Nobody should watch
No.
it.
So that's your synopsis of the whole.
So if you guys are watching this shit on YouTube,
We feel
just
bad for you.
type it type it
We
in
feel
on you.
bad for you.
Just watch it on YouTube.
the link is
if
on
you
YouTube.
want to see.
Just look.
You can watch the whole
look it up.
thing. They're not taking this shit down.
Fast forward. Fast forward to the ciphers and then
'Cause they want
and the
you to
Black
watch
Lives
it.
Matter protest stuff.
That's how
So
bad they want you to watch it.
That's it. Skip it. Skip it all. Just go to the end.
And it was what, 3 hours?
No,
No.
The
With the
ceremony
commercials.
itself
The
probably was
commercials
the
were.
ceremony itself was probably 3 hours, but what they aired was an hour and a
Hour
half.
and a half.
If you
it
cut
felt longer.
If you cut the program that
No,
they
it
showed
felt-
on TV into just commercials, it would have been more entertaining.
I'd rather watch commercials.
Exactly.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Anyway.
So that's what we got to say
disgraceful.
about that one.
All right, we're gonna go to the email question. We
Please,
got a
let's
question
do.
from XR81.
What's up?
XR. 81.
XR81.
Zari one?
He says, in your opinion, which hip hop artist do you find lyrically the funniest?
The funniest.
Funniest. Fife Dog. Bust off on your couch and you got see
Damn it, Kev.
First one popped on.
I can say.
I like Redman.
I might say Redman. He's a silly fucking guy.
I would say Redman.
He's hilarious.
I would say Redman or Prince Paul. Because he was hilarious.
All right.
I'm gonna say Redman. He's the first name that popped in my head. He always makes me
Really?
laugh. Yeah, he makes me laugh all the time.
Redman's probably
I was
the
gonna
biggest
say,
comedian rapper.
Oh Dirty Bastard.
I forgot that. Yeah,
That's mine, man.
Old
you
Dirty
say
is
Old
funny because he's fucking
Oh, he's fucking
done.
hilarious.
His
Batshit crazy.
drug, yeah, he's
Everything he
drugged out.
says is fucking hilarious to me. I just laugh
It's
every
funny.
time I hear his shit.
Camp Low, both of them.
Both.
Both of them.
Speaking of mumble rap, that should have been. Did we mention that in our thing?
There we go.
They didn't mumble.
No, they didn't mumble.
No,
they
they
didn't
They
mumble.
just said shit so fast, and
Damn.
everything was combined. It was actual words. You could
What are
hear
they
the
called?
words.
That was that. What's that called?
Crack rap. It's like,
Yes,
Crack rap.
yes, I did call it crack.
Yeah, it's
I
crack
didn't.
rap. That's crack rap. But yeah,
I love them though.
I would say Redman easily Redman. He's
Good.
I always laugh. What was that line that I always love?
He's got the punchline. Man.
Well,
He's punchline
AK
king.
out a box of snow cones. Give me your fucking money. It's hilarious.
Cassidy, if he had enough out, he would be considered one of them too. He's a big punchline rapper. So, but he doesn't. I know you haven't heard much of him.
I know Eminem's hilarious also, but
Eminem is hilarious, yes, but he doesn't rap.
But
funny
Redman just
much anymore.
something about Redman.
He's inspired by Redman though. So.
Yeah. I would say
Right.
Redman, I think, holds
The
title
punchlines.
as he's just a silly.
Em had
dude.
some funny lines.
he's like,
I just like
so
I just like Old Dirty's delivery. That's all.
Wait, what was the line?
I'm super bad.
No.
And y'all make love it.
Didn't-
I don't wrestle, but even Hacksaw or Jim dug it.
Stop hitting the mic.
Damn,
Damn,
man.
man. You hit the mic.
Nah, there
as
was
you
a
say it.
line. He goes fucking up again. There's a line Eminem said that has me crying all the time. I forgot what album and what song, but he was saying, "Die and come back as Vanilla Ice's son."
Oh yeah,
I get-
Oh,
that's Haley's song, right? Or was it Haley's song?
first time-
No. I think my dad's gone
I
crazy.
think my
yeah,
dad's gone
come
crazy.
back and get hit with shit every time he sung.
That was a funny line.
I was. I had to stop the song. I'm like, yo, that
That was great.
shit's
He
hilarious.
definitely deserves. He's number two. Eminem is number two easy.
If Redman is one, Eminem's definitely two, and vice versa.
All right.
Seriously, he's hilarious.
XR81, thank you for that question. And that's all we got for you guys today.
All right, so we're gonna beatbox our way out.
That's right. All right, beatbox all the way out.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
That's all we got for you today.
You gotta rap it though.
As always, no man, I'm not rapping this shit. No man. As always, for those listening or watching, let us know what you think in the comments. And if you haven't already and you want to see live video recordings of all our podcasts, just go to YouTube and search the official 857 Music channel. If you want a shout out, like XR81, email your questions to comments at 857music.com. And for our latest updates, log on to 857music.com. Like us on Facebook, search 857 Hip Hop. Follow us on Twitter at 857music. Check out our latest content available on iTunes, Amazon, CD Baby, Stitcher, and most streaming services. And finally, for more weekly 857
Get loud, Al.
entertainment,
Get loud. Get pumped at the end, Al. Come on. You ain't hype.
finally,
Hey.
for more 857 entertainment and retardedness. Show your support.
Oh, Kev, don't do that.
Remember to rate.
Stop,
Wow, what the fuck was that?
please. Please.
Come on, I was
All right.
I was Dougie freshened it up.
No, that was
Everybody out there listening, remember to rate, comment, share. Hit that subscribe button
Do that.
so we can see this guy after 1,000 subscribers. He'll get a pie in the face.
like
Now you're gonna throw him in a pie like Olivia Munn.
Right, Kevin?
Yeah.
You'll take it. Why you quiet? When you're mad loud, like,
But-
fuck you.
But the most important thing for everybody out there, peace.
No, the first most important thing is subscribe.
Peace and subscribe.
No, peace.
And if you like video games, check out Level 857
Yeah, that's right.
on YouTube.
That's right.
That's right.
Now peace.
Level 857 games.
7.